Hi guys, my name is Mike Tatanen. Welcome to the pronunciation channel. Today I'm going to show you how to pronounce the P sound versus the B sound. So with the P sound, as in the name Peter, you have to have some air. Okay, so you can feel the air, or you can see it with a Kleenex. So what I've done is I've taken a Kleenex and I've actually ripped it in half. So let's say your last name is Peter, okay? Mr. Peter, okay? If we say Peter, some people might say, sorry, what? Okay, so let me show you, it's like this. Peter, Peter. Okay, so you see the Kleenex move? That's because you need to have some airflow, okay? So if you have a word in English that begins with P, especially in a stressed syllable, you're going to have some airflow, okay? So let me give you some examples of that. Okay, so let's say you've got the word park, P-A-R-K. You pronounce it like this. It's park, park. So some English students, they would mispronounce it as bark, bark. It's not bark, it's park. Other students, depending on their language, they may say it like a B sound, like B-A-R-K, so they'll say bark, bark. It's not bark, okay? Another word that begins with P is pie, like this, pie, pie. P-I-E, pie, okay? So some students, they would mispronounce it with no air, and they'd say bye, bye. Or other students, depending on their first language, they may mispronounce it as bye, B-Y-E, bye. Another word beginning with P is the word pest, pest, P-E-S-T, pest. Pest, pest. So some students, they might make a mistake and they say it with no or little air. So they would say best, best. So the problem if you mispronounce it like that, depending on the context, an English speaking person might think that you said best, B-E-S-T. So it's not best or best, unless that's what you want to say, it's pest. Another example of that is the word pan, P-A-N, pan, pan, okay? So don't say it like this, don't say ban, say pan, and don't say ban, B-A-N, because that's a different word. Usually if you mispronounce the words, we can guess what you want to say because we can figure it out from the context. But especially for names, especially foreign names, it's very hard to be able to hear what it is that you wanted to say. So let's say if your last name is Peters. Well, that's an English last name, but just to make it simple, let's say your name is Peters. So how do you spell your last name? Oh, Peters. Peters, B-E-D, no, it's Peters, Peters, okay? So it's P-E-T-E-R-S. Let's say your last name is Park, Park. Don't say it as bark, say park, park. How do I pronounce your last name? It's Park. So you spell it P-A-R-K. Let's say your last name is Patel. Patel, Patel, Patel. How do I spell Patel? P-A-T-E-L. Let's say your last name is Pender. Pender, Pender. So it's P-E-N-D-E-R. Okay, so remember when you're pronouncing a P sound, that begins a word in English, you need to have a little bit of air. You can use a Kleenex. I suggest ripping it in half, or you can simply use your hand to feel the airflow. Peter. Okay, keep practicing. See you next time.